Just a couple of minutes, folks. We'll go over points and stats and everything you need to know. Again, I am Tom Torre, a.k.a. the Horse Boat, getting ready to call the Flemdogs Auto Repair 180 at Homestead for the ISRL Championship. Again, taking a look at the backstretch. Apparently I was muted, but oh well. That's the way it goes. That is the way it goes when I'm trying to do too much. But that is all right. Again, Homestead is where it's at. We are here for 120 laps. It's going to be a good night. I can feel it. If you're on TikTok, you probably heard all that shit, but probably didn't hear it if you were on Twitch. We'll have to edit that part out. That's funny. That is the vibe as we are getting ready for qualifying here. Let's see what we got. Ah, there we go. There we go. Looks like Jonathan Militia again, 69 points back heading into this one. I'm told, though, if there isn't at least 25 drivers in this field tonight, Min Hang will have locked it up before the green flag even starts. But here we go with Jonathan Militia. Turn number one in the championship race. And John, typically a good qualifier. Had a pretty good year, all things considered, in the 69 Coors Banquet Beer car. That high side is going to be top tier choice tonight around the track. If you are familiar with Homestead at all. But as I mentioned in my monologue, as some other people heard it, again tonight this is it. This is race 15 of 15, the fifth and final playoff race. In the last lap of the last chapter, the last page of the last dance of the whole shebang-a-bang. Live from Homestead for the Flemdogs Auto Repair 180. Proudly sponsored by Matthew Fleming. There we go. Second lap for Militia. Looks like it's going to be a 32.96. His best lap of 32.86, putting him on the front row here tonight. Matthew Fleming on the pole with a 32.81. Min Hang has not hit the track yet, but let's go to another playoff contender, Thomas Meeks. That Wheels America 55 Chevrolet. Should begin his first lap around Homestead qualifying. That cloudy, overcast sky. I don't know what you do with it. Andrew Sanford knocking Matthew Fleming off the pole. 32.72. And then John Fenoy gets into third there in the 39 car with the 32.85. And Homestead is a track where you ride that outside lane, and usually you fare well doing that. 33.54, lap number one for Meeks, putting himself in 16th. Lap number two, see what he's got in the old tank. 33.03, good enough for 11th for Thomas Meeks in the 55. Let's go to what would have been a red Ducati, now a yellow Ducati, number 11 Ford Mustang for Min Hang. Min Hang, again, only 24, I believe, right now, if my math serves me correct. Lap number 1 for Midhang, a 32.77, putting him on the front row. And he's going to call it a day right there. He's good with it. He's good with it. Landon Bednar's 33.03, his first lap. Going to take another lap around. Qualifying is soon to close. Down the front stretch he goes. That's going to be good enough for 11th with a 32.94. So again, looks like 32.85 seems to be the kind of median around the track, but your pole sitter is going to be Andrew Sanford and Min Hang, both on the front row. Again tonight, very happy to have Flemdogs Auto Repair on the sponsor. Matthew Fleming for supporting the ISRL in the championship run here tonight. These guys are going to take about 3 to 5 minutes to practice and warm up. We're going to step aside and get ready for the ISRL Championship, powered by THDesigns. Flemdogs Auto Repair 180 coming up next. All right, we are less than 30 seconds away from green flag action here at Homestead for the ISRL Championship. And before I forget tonight, if you are listening in the stream live right now, share this with your friends. We got a giveaway coming up here tonight. You're going to get a Milwaukee Tool t-shirt and one last ISRL t-shirt I've got up for grabs. Did I mention a classic diecast? Again, everybody gets one. It comes with the Horseboat prize pack. Again, share with your friends. You got to be here at the end. If you want any shot at a freebie. Get 120 laps on the docket here tonight. 60% fuel. You get one fast repair and 6 total tire sets. 1 you got on when you come in and 5 over the wall. Fuel range looks to be about 38 to 42 laps. We will keep an eye on that as we get ready to go. But I hope you all are ready. I may have fucked up the beginning, but I won't fuck up the end. Again, we're getting ready to grid here live at Homestead. There he is, Liquid Death. Ford Mustang on the pole. Be nice if everybody gridded up. That would be just peachy. Waiting on the last driver, I believe. But on the front row, here we go. 37 of Andrew Sanford, San Diegan, ready to get down. Outside of him and not pictured, the 11 of Min Hang. What could be the first ISRL champion ever. Row number 2, you have the 25 of Skylar Comstock, and the outside of him, the 8 of Matthew Fleming. Row 3, you have the 39 of John Fenoy and the 69 of Jonathan Militia. Row 4, you have the 63 of Henry Kalhoff and the 4 of Nicholas Van Hemert. Row 5, you have the 5 of Mike DeWalt and the 10 of Nick Tarana. Row 6, you have the 29 of Landon Bednars and the 24 of Rob Rossello Jr. In row 7, you have the 3 of Jeremy Eshelman and the 55 of Thomas Meeks III. In row 8, you have the 99 of Stephen Jr. and the Horseboat Chevrolet Camaro. The outside of him in the Coors Light 43 Toyota is Josh Cole. In row 9, you have the 16 of Ryan Robertson and the 27 of Nathaniel Fryman. Row 10, you have the Deuce of Cody Keller and the 42 of Christopher Pugliese. Looks like in row 11, you have the 13 of Nathan Fuller and the 14 of Travis Stroney. And in the caboose, you have the 12 of Alex Tilley and the 448 of Tristan Acevedo. All right, I hope you guys are ready for it. This has been a wild, wild season, to say the least. I'm doing too much here already tonight. But they are just about set to get underway. Go green flag action again, 120 laps. That is on the docket. And they are waiting forever for Min Hang. I don't know what he's doing. It looks like they are on a delay. Well, it looks like Min Hang missed the start. So it looks like he's going to drop to the back. That would be a crazy turn of events if he just pulled over knowing that he was the champion and just kind of called it. But who knows? Again, I'm only speculating because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Again, fuel window, if it stays green, we're looking at 38 to 42 laps. And it's about to go down. head into the evening at Homestead. The green flag is going to drop.
Green flag, green flag.
And it is time for the Flemdogs Auto Repair 180 at Homestead. Front. Sanford back to the inside, 10 turns, 3 and 4. Look at them all fan out. Looks like Min-Hang is on track. Delayed start, it looks like, for him. Oh, boy. Landon Bednarz went for a ride, was able to save, and good for him. Right on board that 99 is Steven Jr. Sanford now fighting with Matt Fleming here for the lead. Jonathan Militia probably enjoying it a little bit, but on edge. He wants to win this race. Even if he doesn't win the championship, this dude wants to show out and put out a good showing and close off the season right. Again, this is the inaugural season of the ISRL, and what better way to go out on top is with a win. Henry Kalhoff taking that outside lane away from Militia and is going to battle him door to door right now. Got Fleming and Sanford 1 and 2 there. That 8 and the 37. Then you see the 63 and 69. That is a battle for third and fourth. Skylar Comstock in that Hams awful beer. Great taste in car design. Doing an impeccable job. Have had a good year as well. Seeing him up here. And then welcome back Rob Rossello in the 24 Remington. He has been out for a minute, but has shown up here in the championship race. Fleming has the lead, holding on for dear life. I mean dear life, like a 2.5 car length lead and growing. Again, Fleming had probably one of the best seasons you can imagine, but playoffs have not gone his way. I believe he got the opener. Other than that, he has not really shown up that much. And I'm not dogging on him. Fleming is a hell of a driver. But the playoffs have not been kind to him as of late. See Comstock, DeWalt, Eshelman taking that high line. You got that low lane. It's all a preference on how you want to run here. I believe the high line is faster, probably more stable, if we're being real. But some people can handle that inside lane, especially when you got tire early. DeWalt looking to the inside. Close up on Rossello here. This is a battle for fifth. Ever so gently touching that wall, coming out of 3 and 4. But you see, these guys know how to drive this track pretty well. Good update here for these cars, it looks like. It would appear Alex Tilley back in the fold, having a bueno time, it looks like. He gets back into the swing of things in the ISRL. Tirana back here. And then you have Min Hang all by himself, just on a cruise. Fast car, staying out ahead of everyone. And not a lap down. Not yet. Not yet. Inside the car of Matthew Fleming. I have a feeling this race tonight has the makings to be an upset for a couple people, but I think it is locked up for Min from what I am told. 24 people started tonight, 24 drivers. Big shout out to Henry Kalhoff too. Really has had some strong showings. See the 63 lurking up near the front most of the season. Got Josh Cole working his way up, started 16th, now all the way up to 8th. Nathan Fuller started 21st, all the way up to 10th. Oh, we see Tilly going for a ride, able to save it, but 448 says, I probably can't. And his Mountain Dudes, 448 Ford Mustang going backwards on the track like an asshole. Trying to get that thing turned around. I talk a lot of shit to Tristan, it's fine. Tristan Affogato Azevedo. What did you do, my friend? Let's back that ass up and see what we can see on the ISRL replay. Oh, we just lost it. Just lost the Marbs. Back around now, green flag stays out. $14 of 120 laps in. And this one's going kind of like I thought it would. I'm no psychic. But I saw Flemdogs Auto Repair on it, and I immediately thought this guy's going to be near the front or up front most of the night. And so far, so good for this 8 car. Looking further down the line, Nicholas Van Hemert having a strong showing so far in 7th with that number 4 Busch Light. I've got Busch and Busch Light. And another competitor right there. Coors Light right there. And that's my corner. I don't know, man. And I'm not judging you if you drink this beer, but if you drink Bud Light, I've got questions. Like how? How can you drink it? Respectfully, if it's your beer, it's your beer. I get it. I'm a Coors guy. If I gotta drink like a light beer, I'm going with the Coors. I gotta do it. Remember the days where the beer would turn blue to let you know how cold your beer is? That's pretty fantastic. Now I'm not even making a joke. We're going to move on. See, Rob still holding everybody off, holding 5th place down. Then you look up here, and it's still a battle for 3rd and 4th. Again, Andrew Sanford doing what he can to fend off Jonathan Militia, but he's doing all he can. He started on the low lane now, up near the high line, working it, girlfriend. It's hard to say, but I think Jonathan Militia's got that dog in him tonight. I think he can do it. But Fleming is going to be a hard out. You're not going to be able to get that lead away from him very easily. Fuller putting the pressure on Joshua Cole. Cole battling back on the inside, but I don't think it's going to be any match for Fuller. Fuller's going to make that pass right now and move into ninth position. Moving back out towards the front with Matthew Fleming. Sorry, I'm distracted trying to put something in play here. My bad. Things on the fly. Again, for the ISRL, they may be leaving here Monday nights, but the spring-summer shootout is going to be on starting March 24th. Again, broadcasted live on YouTube on the Redline Racing Network channel. Same time, but over there on YouTube. So if you're a YouTube guy and gal, give them a follow and get ready. I think I'll be showing up for a few races over there this season. Wanting to get out there and race with the boys. Xfinity car is going to be the car of choice. Looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to having fun, shooting the shit with the guys, and doing some racing here, which I don't get often a chance to do. But again, that's going to be over on YouTube with the Redline Racing Network. Happy to have them on board with the ISRL.
Caution here.
And it looks like Alex Tilley has crashed. And guess what, folks? We get to back that ass up and see what we can see on the ISRL instant replay. All right, let's get in good position. What do you say? Oh, he just loses control and then goes right. Oh, Fryman. Oh, his car got off the ground. Let's go to the MeetYourMom.com blimp cam. He just loses control and then cuts it back, thinks he had it for probably a millisecond, and then Fryman just nowhere to go. Getting some air. Let's go back from Fryman's point of view. Sees it happening. I wouldn't have thought he was coming back, but he's coming back. Boom. Car smacks the wall a few times. I don't think he got damaged too badly. Oh, yeah, that rear axle. At least the toe link back there. Oh, man, yeah, that left rear looks toast. I guess when you hit it that hard, that'll happen. But you have a fast repair. You get one every race. Should be good. And just like that, Mint Hang is back in the race. Fleming winning off of pit road. Hang getting the full service here tonight. Again, I'm sad that the ISRL is over. Again, 15 races went by really fast. You have a lot of what ifs, what could have been done with some of these guys. But I think overall, I think most would be happy with their body of work this season. Again, always room for improvement, right? A lot of that. But overall, a lot of growth here. A lot of growth. Let's talk about who's on the front row. You got Andrew Sanford back on the front row, leading us down with Matthew Fleming. You got Henry Kalhoff and Jonathan Militia, Nicholas Van Hemert and Mike DeWalt, Nathan Fuller and Skylar Comstock, with Nick Tarana and Josh Cole, your top 10.
Don't be rude.
Again, if you are watching on any of these 3 channels on YouTube, Twitch, or TikTok, share with a friend. Let's get the count up in the Twitch chat. We're going to do a giveaway at the end of this program for the ISRL. Doing a Horseboat prize pack, ISRL style. Here we go, getting ready for green flag action.
Green flag.
And we are back at it yet again here at Homestead. And only one caution here tonight so far, and they've done a great job keeping these cars out front and straight. And cold tires, gonna bring new fear. In Miami, muy fuego right now. It's always neat to see the restarts and how they fan out 3, 4, sometimes 5 wide at this track. You didn't think it's that wide, but they make room for it. Kalhoff, your leader, doing the damn thing. Trying to make the magic happen. Look at all them cars go round in circles. Going 3 wide at Homestead. Tarana, Stroney, and Robertson for just a split second there. Then you had Fryman, Hang, and Stroney, or Bednarz, excuse me. How they all fan out and come back into a line. It's just purely magical. Ooh, Fuller hitting the wall there in the 13 car. Jonathan Militia right now holding it down, but not for long. Van Hemert coming for 4th place. See Josh Cole, Mike DeWalt side by side going into 3. It looks like everything is under control. Turn it up. I'm going to give you a few moments to enjoy the sights and sounds of Miami Homestead. Fleming taking the lead back right now from Kalhoff, but fully understanding. I think Kalhoff is here to battle. He's got a good car. But man back here, John the Militia, he's always got a good car. And look at the 11 mid-hang. Starting the race late.
The fuck is the caution for?
We have another
I can't see
caution.
shit.
This time it is Nick Girata. Let's back that ass up and see what we can see on the ISRL instant replay. All right, that is the 10-car Bass Pro Shops Ford Mustang of Nick Girata. See, he's already fading. You already saw it. Was he able to keep it on? Yeah, looks like he's going to be just fine. I think he just busted a tire. But other than that, that's probably all that's going to happen to him. Let's back it up again, see what we can see. Get Blimp will give us a better aerial view of that. And it's just like, yeah, he was already fading right there. Ass end of the car was out. He was able to save it, keep it clean, keep it shiny. And stay on the lead lap, bringing out caution number 2. Again, talking about mid-hang, all the way up to 9th place now in that Ducati. Again, could it be a championship on the horizon? I believe it is. But here they all come down again. Looks like coming down for gas. Yeah, it looks like going to get a little something there on the pit stop there. Fuel or maybe some tires. I don't know if you'd get tires right there, but some people did. That is definitely interesting. Again, tonight, final night for the ISRL. Giveaway coming at you here at the end of this broadcast. Again, share this stream with somebody. Share it with a friend, family member. Maybe somebody has a phone and doesn't know how to use it. Just turn it on, leave it in the other room, and you'll be fine. They'll be fine. Henry Kalhoff, Matthew Fleming. On that front row. Row 2, you're going to have Nathan Fuller and Josh Cole. Row 3 is going to be Skylar Comstock and Rob Rossello Jr. Row 4 is going to be Thomas Meeks and Jonathan Militia. And then Nicholas Van Hemert and Landon Bednar is rounding out your top 10. We will see. The pace car is off.
Green flag.
And we are green, green, green for the Flemdogs Auto Repair 180. Getting a good jump. Ashelman. 3 wide on the front stretch in multiple rows. Around the track. You can sail with him. But I could be wrong. Could have been militia. Again, Henry Calhoff off to a good lead. Yeah, a couple guys smacking the wall back there. It looks like Mike DeWalt part of that. Maybe not. Could have been bad cars. Who knows? Could have been all of them. Business. Both drivers able to keep it going. Oh, there goes Van Hebert.
Caution somewhere. Caution.
That looked like that might have hurt. Let's back that ass up, see what we can see on the ISRL instant replay. Caution's coming in bunches. Whoa, he whipped it. Oh, back end of the car. Ate a lot of that damage. That is brutal. Again, just the car losing control. Rear end of that car kicking out towards the wall. Good thing he has a fast repair, but he probably didn't want to use that at the stage of the race. We'll watch it one more time. Boom. Looks like he'll be all right and be able to stay on track, but he's going to have to hit pit lane and use that fast repair if he wants anything to do with contending. Again, if you're interested in winning a sweet t-shirt, a couple of sweet t-shirts, and a classic diecast from the 90s, again, ISRL t-shirt. If you want to win one here tonight, come on out and get one. Tell a friend, share the stream, get the word out. Let's give it up. Again, you got to be in the Twitch chat. But you can win. Had a few winners here this year already. Damn it, I got one more t-shirt to give away, and we're calling it good. As the laps begin to wind down on this season, it's hard not to feel thankful for the opportunity. This has been a great field to call. It's been great racing all season long. Couldn't have asked for a better group of drivers. Steve O'Deuce, thank you for following the live and liking the live. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that a lot. But let's get back to it. You have Rob Rosello and Andrew Sanford on the front row. Travis Stroney, Jeremy Ashelman, Nick Torana, Ryan Robertson, row 3. Row 4, Christopher Pugliese and Tristan Acevedo. Rounding out the top 10, Min Hang and Jonathan Militia. All right, pace car lights are off as we see as they are getting ready to get back after it. And Rob Rossello, you haven't seen much of him leading the pack, but this is a cool sight to see. Here we go, getting
Green
back
flag.
after it. It's going green, green, green for the Flemdogs Auto Repair 180. In that bright yellow car, you can't miss him. Dip down the inside lane on the restart right away. Oh, little bump between the two contenders, Militia and Hang. And I believe Min Hang has it locked up, but Jonathan Militia is not gonna not fight. He wants to win this thing. He doesn't care about the championship anymore. He wants to win this race. Got a lot of competition ahead of him, though. You got the 8 of Matthew Fleming right there. Most of all, the guy he's been battling all playoffs, Min Hang. Inside goes 63 of Henry Kalhoff. This is now all a battle for 6, 7, and 8. You see Ryan Robertson right up there. The outside of Nick Tirana. The inside of Nick Tirana, I should say. But looking back up through the field, it is the Rob Rossello Jr. show. Rob Rossello welcoming baby boy into the world a couple months ago to take the time off to deal with that. Enjoying being a dad. Now back into the saddle of racing. Looks like Brandon Grigsby followed the live. Thank you. Appreciate that over there on TikTok again tonight. If you are in the Twitch channel and follow there, you are in for the drawing for an ISRL racing t-shirt, a Milwaukee Tool t-shirt, and a classic die-cast from the 90s. It's one of the big ones, not the tiny one. Give you the tiny guy. You don't get the tiny guy, you get the big guy. We'll make sure it's a doozy. Maybe one you don't have. Shit, maybe you've never even had one. Hoping to catch it. But again, wherever you watch, either on Twitch, YouTube, or TikTok, you can search Horseboat. Gotta put the X's there, xHoRsEbOaTx. You will find the. Got Rossello out in front, Sanford right there, smacking the wall out of 2. That just, that messed my shit up. Like he didn't get a meatball. Travis Stroney having a good run here so far tonight, running third and riding the wall. Really feeling it. You've got Eshelman in the 3 car there. Had some luck this year. Getting a win, holding it down. And Matthew Fleming in that 8 car. Riding on board with him. The most wins right now in ISRL history in the inaugural season. Five wins. 5. Close it out here tonight with a win. That would feel good. Feels so good. Nick Tirana right there. Nathan Fuller front. Fuller has good pace. Beer, Horseboat and Friends Golf Tour, number 13. Yeah, I gotta throw that out there too. Anybody who's a golfer likes virtual golf and Golf Plus, we do have a golf tour We are in week number 3 schedule for our 10-week current season schedule. A lot to say there. Great time. If you're interested, hit me up. Really happy to get you in our Discord and get you golfing. But again, up front, we have the Remington 24 of Rob Rosello Jr. In second, the Liquid Death Irish car of Andrew Sanford. The 11 of Min Hang, the 14 of Travis Stroney, and the 8 of Matthew Fleming. Your top 5 again. These guys are starting to filter out. And Min Hang going to take the lead, I would imagine, here very, very, very soon. Can't hate on these two, but these guys are just simply gaining too much time per lap to deny them with the persistence that they have. Am I saying that politically correct? I don't care. All good drivers. At Homestead, some of these guys, like, this is their specialty. This is what they do. I know a couple drivers that Homestead, this is their home track. This is what they love. This is their bread and butter track. They see it on the official, they go for it. And it is a great track to drive. Teaches you a little bit of patience. And that low line's the devil out of 1 and 2, it seems like, tonight for a night race. Ryan Hartson did that on the inside of Mike DeWalt, trying to take down that 15th position, 16th, excuse me, for the 16 car. Landon Bednar's 29. Started 11th, currently 14th. It looks like he is just riding right now. To go. Andrew Sanford now your leader, but Min Hang right there. Sanford, Rosello, Min Hang, Matthew Fleming, and Nathan Fuller. Looks like Stroney, Eshelman, Militia, Cole, and Meeks rounding up the top 10. Step aside, let you see the sight and sound of Homestead here in the ISRL Championship. ISRL Championship. Again, the ISRL powered by THDesigns. Last race of the year. Feels a little sad, but also at the same time, you know, champion's going to be crowned. 15 races in. That's what happens when we get to the end. It looks like Jonathan Militia just connected with the wall. Hopefully that'll work out for him, and he'll be all right. We've seen drivers hit the wall tonight and do okay and stick it out. Again, Min Hang right there. Rob Rosello Jr. has fallen off a little bit, has fallen to 7th. But here goes Min Hang for the pass. Going to slide up and assume the position, and there he goes. Your new race leader, Min Hang. He's right on board with Matthew Fleming. Min Hang, and Matthew Fleming, 1 and 2. You knew these guys were coming, and here they are. Out in front. Now Fleming taking that low lane. Not going to be able to do it this time. He's going to try again, though. Why not make the best of it? Yeah, not going to win the championship tonight is Matthew Fleming. Not going to win it. But he wants to win this race. You can see it clearly. Side by side. Not going to be able to do it this time. Slowly but surely, looks like Fleming's trying to make the play, but here comes Nathan Fuller. Trying to make his kitty purr. Making a move on Fleming. Now he splits the love party up. Fuller has taken exception to not being considered a race contender here tonight. In that Not Your Father's Root Beer and Horse Boat and Friends Golf Tour sponsor machine, we have a caution. Jonathan Militia has crashed. Let's see what's happened in the ISRL instant replay. Looks like couple drivers. Van Hemert involved, as well as Tristan Acevedo. Car looked pretty beat up there, and then, whoa. Oh! What happened here? Van Hemert and Acevedo just losing control. Just reacting to what was happening. Oh, he thought he was coming, ducked down, lost control of his car. But the damage was already done with Jonathan Militia, unfortunately. Riding on board with the 69 Coors Banquet Beers car. Just getting turned. Front end first into the wall. And that'll do it. Mid-hang leading them down, now down pit lane. Going to get some attention. Get back out on the track. See if Min-Hang's able to get out of here first. Looks like he will. No prob, Bob. Min-Hang with that championship mindset here tonight. Trying to bring her home in one piece. Again, if you're watching out there and you're wondering where we're going to move to Monday night starting February 23rd for the Gatorade Duels at Daytona for the Gears Racing League, throwing it back to Gen 4 2003 style. Able to watch it along Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok starting Mondays, February 23rd. And be on the lookout for that again, year 5 for Gears. Going to be an exciting one for sure. Pace car and lights are off. You know what that means? That means it is 1 to go. And let's get with the grid here. Min-Hang, Andrew Sanford looking to be row number 1. Matthew Fleming, Travis Stroney, row number 2. Row number 3, you have Thomas Meeks and Henry Kelhoff. Row number 4, you have Rob Rosello Jr. and Landon Bednars. Row number 5, you have Skylar Comstock and Cody Keller. You got Jeremy Eshelman, Nick Tirana, Jonathan Fenoy, Nicholas Van Heemer, Tristan Acevedo, Christopher Pugliese, Nathan Fuller, Josh Cole, Mike DeWalt, Ryan Robertson, your top 20. Scrambling to get out. Looks like Militia used a fast repair as well. Militia going to be, I believe, a couple laps down, a few laps down. We'll see. See how that all works out. I think he might be only a lap or two. We'll see. Pace car lights are off, and you know what that means. It's time to get back to green flag action. It is the time. Min-Hang dominating now. And Min having a hell of a year. Really elevated his game to the point where it's hard for others to match it. Example here and now. Right on board with the 14 of Travis Stroney. Haven't seen him in a minute. Welcome back, T-Stro. Hopefully you're having a great evening. And Temperance, Michigan man. Running up in fourth right now and having a good time. Can jam. We get Min out in front, and it is a scramble back here for the top 10. Landon Bednarz, Rob Rosello battling for 8th and 9th right now, and the 24 almost going across the nose of the 29. right on board with that 29. And 40 laps to go. Things are starting to heat up. And we've had a few cautions tonight, and I knew that was definitely going to happen. But they seem to have come in bunches. So hopefully we won't see any more here for a minute. And as we move right along, Matthew Fleming, I believe, could be in conservation mode right now. Conservation mode. Trying to make it to the end. You know how important that is. And if you can, why not? Listen closely on this 8 car going into 3. See if they can tell us any incriminating evidence. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Already in conservation mode. See if anybody else is doing that. Let's find out. Oh. Again, you see a lot of different strategy at play already between some of these drivers. Let's see what Henry Kalhoff is doing. I'd love to know. Yeah, so everybody around the 8 car is running their car into the turn. The 8 car is not. If you're just joining us, let's find out here. Again, it's 38 to 42 laps, and we're inside that window as of the restart. But watch him cut it out right here. Nothing but silence. And that amount of time saves all that fuel. Over time, that does magic, and he is the master of fuel saving. So if this race goes green the rest of the way, which it could very well could, that could be his saving grace. Thomas Meek's probably doing the same thing. He's on the same team. Let's see if he does it. Yeah, he does. These guys know what the hell they're doing. Flagship is where it's at when you want to talk strat and understanding how a car operates. Oh, bumping and banging with Comstock and Fleming. Rob Rossello in the middle of it. Like the cream between an Oreo. Trying to make it work. Again, you know Fleming here at this point in the 8 car, not really trying to battle. Just trying to survive. Some drivers, I'll tell you, some of these guys probably don't know how to turn off their car. Or do that. There's a lot of people who do. But I can tell you, in this field tonight, I would guess probably a third of the field doesn't know how to do that. Let's see back here if anybody's saving like that. Let's find out. Aha, Mike DeWalt knows. Mike DeWalt is a smart man. Ryan Robertson knowing what to do as well. Fuel save mode. See if Fuller's doing that. Fuller's a smart cookie too. Yes, indeed. It is on if it was ever. Sanford out in the lead, and I think Min Hang now is starting to get it and adjust. Everybody's now, I think, if you know how to do it, you're doing it now. But Fleming, I think, is kind of a trendsetter when we're talking about it here. Inside of 30 laps to go before the end of this one, and it has been a fuel-saving fest. Again, no stages in the ISRL, which makes it interesting. And fuel, it's the classic fuel conservation mode. Like, what can you do? What can you pull? And I'll tell you right now, some of these guys that are starting to catch up to these other drivers haven't caught on yet that this may be happening. But I'm sure it's possibly being talked about in the group chats, for sure. Andrew Sanford now out in front with a good-sized lead, and he's just going to just go for it, looks like. And Sanford was on the pole. He had a fast car. He's had a fast car all night long. But trying to pull it off here tonight in the ISRL Championship. Again, he may not be winning the whole thing tonight, but for a lot of these guys, to win this race would be pretty awesome. Again, all these guys who finish inside the playoff points get paid out. So always something to race for here, even towards the end. And as a team, even if you're out of the playoff points, you're in team points, there's payouts for that as well. So, I mean, it's important for all these guys to be here, to be a part of their team, to put in the work and put in the effort. Because that means more money back in their pocket at the end of the day. And those who have stuck it out have done a remarkable job here this season for the ISRL. Inaugural season for them. Didn't take long for people to catch on. And these guys have showed out here all season long. Again, Homestead has all the feels of a championship run. And this man in the yellow, I will confirm it up later, but I believe he has locked it in. And Min Hang having a remarkable season. I think he couldn't have had it any better coming on strong here. Early in the year, he was always contending, and then something would happen. Something would change. Bad luck would strike. But he has hit while the iron was hot in the playoffs, and he continues to do so. He flipped the switch. Not many drivers can do that. You see Rossello and Sanford. Excuse me, Rossello and Comstock. drivers going for it. Gotta appreciate it. Sanford heading down pit road right now, fearing that he wouldn't make it. Made the exit. Now this is Min-Hang's race to lose. See Rob Rossello hanging out near the front. Pretty excellent night for the return of the 24. Hopefully he's racing in that summer showdown. Looking forward to that. King Fazo 25, thank you for following me. Appreciate that. Pretty fucking cool. Trevor Truitt, thank you for liking the live. Shane Hunt following the live. I did miss you earlier. I do apologize about that, but I do appreciate the follow now. In mid-hang out in front, Rob Rossello Jr., Matthew Fleming, Skylar Comstock, Travis Stroney, your top 5, with Henry Kalhoff, Nicholas Van Heemer, John Fenoy, Cody Keller, and Nick Tyrannosaurus Rex rounding out your top 10. Cody Keller backing out here. Looks like Keller is going to pit. He is not going to be able to make it. Fuller looking at a top 10 right now. He can keep it there. He's done a great job. Stroney conserving fuel, looks like. See Fenoy making it easy on the outside. Comstock turning it on. Racing hard here for third. Podium for the Hams car would be good tonight. And then you had Van Heemer, the man who had the rear end of his car bash in the inside backstretch wall. Now up into fifth with 16 to go. Good bounce back story for him tonight. Stroney here falling off immensely. Wonder what's going on with the 14 car. Yep, conservation mode. Must be doing it hard though.
That's what she said.
You see Fleming there battling with Comstock, Van Hebert, and Kalhoff. It is just about all said and done. But these guys are racing like it's time to go. 13 laps to go. And you have about almost a half-second lead on Rob Rossello. Does Min Hang. But Rob not letting him get away so easily. And there's a huge gap between second and third. Not sure what you do here if you're Rob Rossello other than go for it. MJ Hare, thank you for liking the live. Appreciate that, bro. Min Hang out to a good lead, and now trying to save a little bit of fuel. It's going to be close, folks. There's some people who may not make it on fuel if this stays green. A lot of people like to risk it. It could very well happen here tonight in the ISRL Championship race. Brian J., thank you for liking the live. You got Van Hemert in the 4, Fleming in the 8, side by side for third place right now. Again, some of these guys, conserving their fuel. Some of them just saying, fuck it, I'm going for it. Tip of the cap to whoever does that. Fleming protect. Oh, Kalhoff trying to make room. Ten laps to go. It may be time to push it. Looking up towards the front again, you see almost a full second now Min Hang has on Rob Rossello. Again, Min Hang, he has 4 wins on the year and 8 top 5s. This would be win number 5, tying Matthew Fleming for most in the ISRL. Both of them combined would be 2/3 of the wins on the year. That is a ridiculous stat. Again, if you are in the chat, and I'm going to open it up here. If you are in any of the chats here tonight in Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, again, share this live. And then we will put your name in a drawing to win a horse boat prize pack. Again, you're going to win a ISRL Racing t-shirt. ISR Racing League t-shirt, excuse me. As well as a Milwaukee Tool t-shirt and a classic, and I'm not talking the tiny cars, I'm talking big cars, classic diecast. Again, it'll be random. I just go into my treasure box of diecasts and I just pull one out. And there's some really juicy ones in there, so hopefully you find one, or that we find one for you that you like. And if not, go sell it at a farmer's market for $5. I really don't care. But Rob Rossello trying to close in on Min Hang. 7 laps to go. What a blessing it would be for him to pull off a win here tonight. So I'm getting ready here. The drawing. So again, if you are in the chat, feel free to shout out, say hello, let me know you're here and you're live and you're ready to win a horse boat prize pack. Again, if you do win, I'll need an address to send it to, so hopefully you're comfortable with that. So again, please get your names out there while we can do it. We'll do that at the end of the broadcast here tonight. But Rob Rossello Jr. has taken the lead. He has taken the lead and is going for it right now. Whole lots of chaos happening. Rob Rossello going for it. Again, I tip the cap to this guy. Doing all he can to try to win a race. Is he going to run out of fuel? Maybe. Does he give a shit? Absolutely not. And that's why I love him. Three laps to go. Min Hang is fading. Matt Fleming trying to come on now. Van Hemert having to pull off. Rob Rossello having to pull off. How the mighty have fallen. 2 laps to go. And Min Hang going for win number 5. Matt Fleming going for win number 6. Trying to play spoiler. This is the final lap. It is on, and I love it. Fleming to the inside. Min Hang keeping her clean. Clean pass. Min Hang looks like he is out of fuel, and your winner is going to be Matt Fleming. Win number 6. Wow, running out of fuel at the end for Min Hang, finishing 4th. Matt Fleming winning his own sponsored race. Hopefully they give him his money back. But there it is, folks. Your winner. And there's your unofficial results of the ISRL Championship. And congratulations to Matthew Fleming, Nathan Fuller, Josh Cole, and I believe our champion, Min Hang, as we are going to do a post-race show coming up here in just a moment. What a way to end it. All right. Fleming getting his final win of the season on the final race of the season, striking hot. Had the momentum, had the speed, had the fuel, most of all. We get ready for the post-race show here. Josh, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Josh finishing 3rd here tonight. Started 16th, ended up 3rd. Had a solid night in that Coors Light 43 Toyota Camry. How would you describe your evening?
I rode the bottom pretty much the whole race, like I do every time I come here. Homestead's probably one of my favorite tracks. I love it. Tire wear plays right into what I like to do. We ended up pitting that last caution twice to save a lap of fuel, and it worked out at the end.
I mean, fantastic driving, being able to keep that car clean in that slew of cautions. Anybody we give a shout out to?
Just like always, man, the Road Soda boys, man. I love racing with them. We have a fun time talking throughout the whole race, and we cut up and have a good time. And Mike's been down there with us also. He's an affiliate, so we just enjoy those guys. And then I had a great year with ISRL. Love the guys, love the admins. I'm ready for the second season.
Right on, man. Well, congratulations on a third place finish, and yeah, we'll see you in the spring summer shootout.
Appreciate it, buddy.
You are welcome. Nathan Fuller, you got a copy.
I'm here.
Finishing second. I shouldn't say winning. Finishing second, but having a valiant effort here tonight in the Not Your Father's Root Beer Toyota Camry. Give us a little description of your evening.
I mean, it was just figure out what was happening based on the cautions. You went one strategy, caution changed it, another caution changed it, so it's just adapting the whole way through, and that's what you had to do.
Yeah, it looked like it was difficult, especially because the cautions happened in bunches. That turn 2 was a killer tonight for sure. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I mean, of course, to the teammates in the chat, hanging out, to everybody hosting the race, and then, of course, you with the stream, and everyone watching, appreciate it, and looking forward to next season.
Absolutely, man. Congratulations. Had a solid year, and we'll see you in the spring summer shootout.
Thank you.
Well, we meet again for the 6th time this season. Finishing the year strong in a race that you've sponsored, Matt. Couldn't have been any more dramatic than the last lap pass for the win. How are you feeling after that one?
It was good. Obviously, always want to come away with a win. The strategy was just all over the place. I had a strategy to start the race. We had a really good lead. Just cautions changed up everything, kind of lose track, and I wasn't sure if it was going to work. I made fuel work before. I really wasn't sure if it was going to work, but obviously I'll take it. Missed the championship, obviously. Min just had to show up, but at least ended up with the most wins this season. Man, I wish I had a couple races back, especially last week at Daytona. Apparently, Flag Motors didn't know how to make a quality engine. So those guys are fired. So, anyways, I mean, it was a good race. It was a lot of really good battles. I was really happy to see some of the people peel off. And then great to see Fuller back up here. I think that's definitely a deserved. Get Josh Cole. So yeah, it was a really great group of guys. Once again, a really great race. I could have done a few less cautions because it really made maybe pull my hair.
Change things.
Trying to figure out what to do. Yeah, it was stressful. I ain't gonna lie, it was stressful. Like, I wasn't going to save. I was going to go full bore. I was like, there's no way I could save it. And then at the last second, right when we took that last green, I was like, you know what? Screw it. What do I got to lose? So I'm happy it worked out. Yeah.
Well, I mean, congratulations, man. 6 wins is nothing to scoff at. Anybody we can give a shout out to?
Of course, want to shout out the flagship crew, flagship family all together. These guys, they obviously come in here every week, do our best, and coming home with the team championship. Shout out flagship, hell of a group of guys. I want to shout out all of our sponsors. Obviously, Flemdogs Auto Repair for sponsoring the race. Obviously, it's my crew. Being on the car, Wheels America Racing, Southern Diesel Solutions, Wise Owl Wash, Oasis Sim Racing. And lastly, I want to give another great shout out to San Antonio Karting Complex. They are officially, this was the last race, I do believe, with them. So I want to shout out to them for being with us for quite a few years. So I want to shout out all of them. Shout out to all the admins in here, and obviously up there in the booth. Always do a great job. Can't wait to go back and watch this one again.
Well, definitely appreciate you, man. You have been a wonderful sport all throughout the season. Again, Donut Box, you dominated. You had a good time there. Come to the ISRL, translates here as well. Again, missed the championship, but 6 wins, man. That is awesome. Again, congratulations, dude. Hopefully we'll see you in the spring summer shootout.
Yeah, we'll catch you later, buddy. Thank you.
You are welcome. And again, that's going to wrap it up here for us in Homestead. For the ISRL, Matthew Fleming taking home his 6th win of the season. And that's about all you can say. He had a great season. These guys had a great year. And that is that. Before I let you go, again, broadcasted live on YouTube. Again, in the spring summer shootout for the ISRL Xfinity cars over on the Redline Racing Network channel over on YouTube. Again, starting Tuesday, March 24th. And see who we have in the chat here to do this giveaway. See if I can find anybody. Yeah, it looks like I do not have many people for this, so I'm going to pick out a random person here after the show is over, and we'll give out the prize then. Again, not important here on the air, but again, thank you for coming out here and enjoying this. In a couple of weeks, we will be here Monday nights for the Gears Racing League Gatorade Duels at Daytona Gen 4 Racing Action, February 23rd, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time. Starting about 15 minutes before about 7:45 Eastern. Again, across the Horse Boat Network. Again, get ready for that. But as always, thank you for watching. Follow the ISRL on X and watch past YouTube races on YouTube. And as always, thank you for watching the Horse Boat Network. Until next time, February 23rd for Gears, signing off for the ISRL.